just a little Google. Check my work out. I'm also a writer, a blogger. I have my show on DTH and various DTH platforms. So check out my body of work. Let's get back to the discussion. If you know what I've been doing, you know I'm creating videos to explore personalities based on astrological archetypes of the sun and the moon. This series is based on the Cancer moon, and this particular video has to deal with the Cancer moon and the Virgo sun. Okay, so if you have these placements, then this is for you. Let's get straight to exploring what Cancer is all about. It is the fourth sign. It is the first water sign. It's the sign through which spirit understands emotions. Okay, from Aries, we initiate and start the journey into the zodiacal wheel of incarnations. Then we move to Taurus, where we explore the body and the earth comes into manifestation. Then we move on to Gemini, which is all about communication. On to Cancer, which is about emotions. This is the first experience of emotion, zodiacal wheel. So you can understand by this that the very fulcrum on which the life of a Cancerian operates is emotions. Okay, this is your very base. Now the moon is, in astrology, the moon is your emotional self. And very interestingly, the moon rules Cancer. Now, rules is astro speak for when a planet can express its energies harmoniously. What does that mean? That means that the moon, when placed in Cancer, has a very empathic, compassionate, family-oriented, motherly, beautiful vibe to it, right? Now, the sun is your exterior self in astrology. It's your exterior power, how you project yourself to the world, okay? And it's yang, the moon is yin. And in this case, your sun is in Virgo. Now, this is an interesting combination of water and earth. Cancer being water, Virgo being earth. Okay, it's the second earth sign. It's the sixth sign. Sixth house is your health, your day-to-day affairs. Okay, so service to people around you and humanity. That's what the sixth house is all about, okay? Now, you have your sun in Virgo. Now, the sun does not do well in Virgo. The sun cannot express its magnanimous, gorgeous self, regal self in Virgo. Because Virgo is not about the larger picture like the sun is. Virgo is all about little details, over-analysis sometimes, over-critical energy sometimes. So the sun in Virgo can be overtly critical of emotions that the Cancerian moon churns up. And not to say everything about Virgo is bad. Virgo is one sign that is completely connected to their body, completely connected to the earth, to how they exercise the body, how they get into an active practice of treating the body as a temple. I mean, that's something to learn from Virgo, you know, the yoga bunnies of the zodiac, Virgo. So a Virgo can be extremely detailed, very methodical, planned, very analytical. In some way, nothing ever works in extreme. To explore archetypes and to understand archetypes and to work through them, we have to stay in balance, because any destructive. In fact, that is the reason we study astrology, to understand the destructive vibes of a particular sign. Virgo can be judgmental, of oneself, others, no self-love. So if you have your sun in Virgo, then you may be appearing very methodical, very systematic, very good in service to people. But in its lower vibrations, you may be appearing as judgmental, as extremely overtly critical, nagging. So that's something you've got to keep in mind, like how can you not be so overtly critical all the time? Now with Cancer, if you're given to the lower vibes and you want to really, have negative emotions and not balance and not face those emotions, Cancer tends to wallow with emotions, okay? Another thing with Cancer moon is you tend to overeat because of emotional disturbance. Okay, so if you give in to emotional eating, then be mindful of that energy, okay? Especially if this Virgo sun aspect of overtly judgmental or self-critical aspect comes into your emotions and you start this vicious cycle of self-hatred, then you have to understand that you are spiraling downwards into nothingness, because you have to love yourself no matter. And with Virgo, you have to understand that nothing is perfect, okay? Nothing is perfect in this world. Nothing is perfect, but Virgo's journey is always trying to be perfect, trying to get there, and that's absolutely okay. But don't overstress out about perfection. Perfection is again relative, right? So you do whatever you can to the bestest of your abilities, and then see, and don't take other people's words and wallow in self-pity and self-loathing and self-hatred. This can be destructive. Okay, now Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Okay, some astrologers say that Virgo is ruled by Trans-Neptunian, a body that's beyond Neptune. Okay, so because Virgo does not really give out the energies of Mercury, but as of right away, Virgo has this very, very communicative powers, because they work with day to day, right? So if you can use your Virgo discipline and analysis and really give shape to your emotions, understand, comprehend, and work with your emotions, then you can really be of service. And a Virgo sun likes nothing better than to be useful, to appear to be of service. You want to help people. A Virgo is a sign of servants, and there's nothing derogatory about servants. Every role, every profession is necessary and important. Once we understand that and don't segregate and cherish every good part about what the archetype is teaching us, being of service is good. So always find balance between your emotions and your the necessity to serve and to not look after yourself. Now Cancerians also known not to care for themselves. They are so busy caring for everybody else around them and being the mother that they do tend to ignore themselves. Now Virgo again has this propensity of always trying to please people, always trying to serve people, and in that sense they oftentimes ignore their own deep needs and emotions. So always find time for self-love, self-connection, connection to the earth. Virgo is very connected to the earth. So always being a Virgo sun, try to find connection. And if you have more planets or your ascendant in Virgo, always connect to your body deeply. Virgos need to connect to their bodies, So I hope that helped. If you like that video, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. And like, subscribe, and share with your friends. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com signing off. Bye.